It's game time. The Kid Gowie. Ravens Nation. All we know is purple and black. And if you're not a Ravens fan, Welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, M&T Bank Stadium, where opponents don't make it out alive unless we bury them. Every team be afraid of them, especially all the quarterbacks, cause our defensive linemen won't hesitate to leave you sacked. Let's take a minute, go back to Super Bowl 35. Domination was an understatement up against the Giants. Numerous touchdowns, they put up numbers, and it didn't take a nutritionist to see they hunger. Only stat Kerry Collins could get was interceptions. He must have thought throwing to the D counted as receptions. The pass was legendary, but don't sleep on the present. Our secondary make quarterbacks avoid that direction. You tryna run the ball, you better hope your blockers work. You can juke, you can spin, but your destination's the turf. This is a man's game, being soft will get you hurt. Watch the defense force a fumble and the fans go berserk. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go! They always win when the championship's on the line. So if you hoping that they failed, then you really wasting your time. Go and ask the 49ers, I'm pretty sure they remember when they made a comeback, but weren't declared the winners. 2 rings down, but you know they won't stop now. If the opposing D's caught slipping, you know exactly how that goes. That's another deep connection for 6 points in the end zone. The stadium goes wacko as Ravens put in work. Pittsburgh Steelers, that still curtain is looking more like a skirt. So tell me who they say is gonna beat them Bengals? Who used to be the Browns until they relocated? Ravens, they are one of the greatest. There's simply no denying it. To beat them, bringing your A game's a requirement. With the youth of the team, I bet they still be dominant, even after the greatest linebacker's retirement. 17 weeks, only one league out of 32 squads. No one's messing with our team. We all bleed black and purple, you can check our IVs. Raven Nation fly high, watch us all spread our wings. Put your game face on, embarrass the competition. You ain't talking about the greatest if the Ravens aren't mentioned. Screw every other team, cause those dudes are whack. In Baltimore, the only thing we know is purple and black. Go!
Welcome to another edition of the SCG Sports Show. Today's Monday, like always, at 5 p.m. where we go live. Shout out to everybody that will be here. Shout out to, let me see, Thomas Morgan commented earlier. Don C, what up, man? And make the dog look. Let me say this. I apparently need to get better on name tagging these things, because hey, Paul, how you doing, man? As I see this, before this video started, I already had 2 dislikes, and I was like, what? And then I saw, I'm like, people think I'm going to say that the Ravens running back group is trash or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but let's start with this. Look, obviously it's the offseason. Obviously, we are entering a period that is quasi-dead, right? So in the AFC North, talking, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. We have another ranking tomorrow. We were ranking running back groups, and my guy Ace, and shout out to my guy Ace, he ranked the Ravens fourth. He ranked the best running game, and to be fair, we're talking about running back group, but the best running game in the whole league, fourth in the division. He was saying Najee Harris and the Steelers are going to be better, and he said the Mixing and the Bengals are better, which I pushed back. Oh, by the way, shout out to all fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Thank you, Nancy. Shout out to all of the fathers. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I hope that you all had a great weekend with your family. Proud girls dad, I think is what it's called when you had girls. Proud girls dad. Love my daughters. Anyway, shout out to all of you. And me and Ace argued a little bit here. I said, look, first of all, and if you follow how the rankings are going, I always give the caveat that it's not that I don't include rookies, but for me, rookies, they haven't shown anything, so they're lower in the pecking order, right? They're, I always say they're like a C-ish player. It's roughly what I think a rookie is. They haven't shown me anything. How many rookie running back, wide receiver, whatever, had come in the league being a top 5 pick and had not been good the first year or ever, right? Okay. So I argue that I said so for me the fact that Najee Harris, one back, right? Just one back, Najee Harris, is better than J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards was crazy. I was like, what? What are we talking about? And I forgot to pull the numbers, but Gus Edwards basically has produced 730 something yards 3 years in a row, right before J.K. Dobbins got here. He's consistently, and he has the same amount of carries every year. So it's not like he's getting less or more carries. He essentially had the same amount of carries. And J.K. Dobbins, man, because he was like, you don't even have 1,000-yard rushing guy, right? And I'm like, wait, J.K. Dobbins the first, again, for my ratings, first 5 or 6 games, J.K. Dobbins was rushing maybe 6, 7 times per game. And then he went to 13, 14, or 15. But he was rushing very little. And he still made it to 800 yards. And I was like, and you're telling me Mixon, again, one guy is better than 2 guys that are good? Yeah, I'm not saying that you had 2 guys, one that is good and one is a bum or one is average, right? Now, I did rank Cleveland top, and it's because Nick Chubb, let's say if we consider J.K. Dobbins our best running back, Nick Chubb is better than him. And Gus, although I love Gus, I have to say Kareem Hunt is better than Gus, right? And again, we're not considering Lamar here because we're not talking about running game. We're talking about the running back group. And this is what, because they say like, oh, yeah, that's 2 guys, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, we're ranking the group, not individuals, right? Mixon coming from an injury, right? So this, I was shocked to hear somebody just even putting the Ravens 4th. I thought Ace was coming with the Ravens at 3rd. To be honest, because I know he thinks very high of Mixon, which I do too. That's not a knock on Mixon. My thing is, our 2 guys are better than the 1 guy Mixon. Back in one of the examples I brought up, well, if Mixon has to play banged up, might not be able to run as hard, or he's injured. Well, if that happens to J.K., you still have Gus Edwards, and your running game you still move well, vice versa. If it happens to oh my god, to Gus and Jake, you know, the running game should be fine. And then third, he was saying that our running back group is not a running back group, but Jake was small. And I was like, okay, it's not like we never seen a small dude play well as a running back, right? I don't know. I want to see some of these comments here, but what do you guys think? Where would you rank the Ravens? Really, let's completely be honest and just be transparent here. What would you rank the Ravens on the running back group? Okay, so Thomas Morgan says, "Oh my bad, I thought it was Quincy." Okay, oh wait, so Nick the dog says the running back room better than both. You see. Better. I agree with you. It's crazy. It's got a wholesome good, but shout out to my guy. This is I mean, that's his opinion, and we can go also. I have all the rankings here, and I can tell you how all teams are going so far on offense. So tomorrow is gonna be the last day of offense, and then we're gonna pivot to defense. Ravens Tennessee, be more shout out to you, man. Gus and Dobbins are ballers. Yes, I agree. Absolutely not. We are actually the best running group in our division. Oh, come on. My Brown had the best running back room. I look, I agree with Mick the Dog. Again, we're not talking and wait, hold on. Antonio. So there's 2, and I hate to play the word game, as a Hispanic guy, that's half the time I get my wordings incorrect. But both of you guys, both Antonio and Mick, sorry, are correct. Running group, like if you take everybody that can potentially run for the Ravens, yes, the Ravens are better, right? That's when you include Lamar Jackson, and at that point you can just, in theory, just go pure numbers, and you can see how the Ravens had shadow records for the last 2 years. Sorry, but if you're talking about also, as Mick says, running back room, at that point you take Lamar out, and yes, Cleveland does have the better running back room, and yes, Mixon is a stud. Browns have 2 top 10 running backs, so there's an easy number one. That one is better than Shot, for real, for real. Well, maybe 76 be more. He will have to show it this year, right? He played good. Dobbins played really good. He didn't play Chubb good. I believe Chubb missed X amount of games. And I know Mick is gonna correct me. I don't know, 4 maybe games, and he still finished with more yardage than JK. Donsey says you do have the best running back duo. Yes, Mick. Our scheme puts us over the top, but in fairness, if our backs had as many touches, they would be capable of Hunt and Chubb. I'm not sure. Well, I think Dobbins might be as good as Hunt, maybe a little bit better later. But okay, I don't want this to be a McDog against everybody else. But look, Chubb in theory is currently a top 3 to 5 running back, right? He can be number one in some people's opinion. I'm just saying somewhere between the top 3, top 5 is where he lives. Who's the other dude? We were talking about him just now. Oh man, Hunt. Thank you. So Hunt is I would say top 15. I will say this also. You can see the difference between Hunt and Chubb. As soon as Chubb went through injury, the running back was there. Running game was there, but not as good as when with Chubb and Hunt. So yes, Hunt is good. I'm not sure if he is like at top 10, but top 15, top around there. J.K. Dobbins looks like a stud. He might be top 10 in the future, but we cannot, as Ravens fans, say, like, Nick or J.K. right now is a top 10 or top 5, right? We can't. Like, if we're honest here, we just cannot say that. And Gus is not there either. So for that saying is, Izana says Shep is top 5, and Hunt is top 10. Only team ever to have 3,000 rushing yards in back-to-back season. Definitely the best group in the division. Yeah. So again, let me has Curly or Houston signed any team? No. Not that I know, Paul. Okay, so Thomas, this is for me also clarifying. We're talking about running back or running games. Yes, Raven had the best running game. Running back group, that takes Lamar out of the equation, and I think Cleveland. Anyway, just a quick recap. I hope so, Paul. I'm just saying at this point, we cannot say that he is currently. He might be at the end of the year. I'm just saying currently. Anyway, let's talk about where these teams are ranking on offense. Again, this is a 4-people ranking. So this is the average, not mine. Rankings are my average. They had the Browns. We had the Browns by far the best ones, and we were just missing Titans, which is tomorrow. Then we have Ravens. Also some coaching, but the biggest separations between the Browns and the Ravens. And then we had the Bengals and the Steelers. Those are our rankings 1 through 4th. Okay. Let me see here. I think Lamar might be the best runner period in the NFL. There's how's that for? Okay. Okay, I'm missing concept. Anyway, in South Florida, going to the Dolphins game. Check out, or by the way, Ravens 76 people. I know you're from Florida. I know you're in the Florida group. And you put your Twitter here, just in case somebody wants to connect with you. I'm sure in Raven might go. I'm just assuming because he's there. So, but if people want to connect with the Florida group, if you put your Twitter here, then I can just can link with them. Lamar's a freak athlete with his feet. And I don't care what team you're a fan of. If you can't see that, you're blind as bias. Yep. Yeah. And Raven usually goes to the Florida games. He usually also comes to 1 or 2 games in Baltimore. It's gonna be my last year obviously I didn't go to any games. This will be my first year in years. I think I've been going to Ravens games for the past 5 or 6 years, so at least 1 or 2 games, whatever the money allows me to go. So anyway, so by the way, if you wanna call, because this is gonna be roughly a short show, there's not a lot of things happening. You can text 443-292-2337. It's 443-292-2337. Okay, let me say this. Because I did wanted to bring this for a couple reasons, but mainly is I think there's a disrespect factor here for the running backs. Again, let's take Lamar language, but for running backs of the Ravens, I heard everything by the scheme. We can assess how good they are. These other low level excuses, and I'm like, okay, I cannot penalize anybody from the scheme, right? I recognize, for example, Bud Dupree was a really good pass rush in the past 2 years. I can think that was because he had a great D line and a great rusher on the other side. When that happened, he's starting to be better, right? But I cannot tell you for sure if he's just that guy or he was just better because of the environment. The only way that we can definitely prove it is now that he's going to when he went to the Titans, right? But what happens if a guy never leaves? Well, yeah, his scheme might be great, but the guy's executing it, right? Look at that, man. Let me say this. The M&T Bank is gonna be crazy. Can wait. Again, I wish I was there. It's just gonna be hard. It's also, guys. I know you guys love the whole primetime games. I hate it. Like here right now it's 10:18 p.m. right, and first game of the season, I have to wake up at 1 in the morning if I want to watch this thing. Chargers the best unit for an NFL. I know a lot of people think that. And then the second week, also late. It's gonna be rough. But if they can get a dub, okay. Yep. Look, he's coming from major injury, so we will see. So we will see what the Titans did, but Titans are desperate for pass rush. But Baltimore has no spectacular pass rush, but at least they can generate a pass rush without an elite pass rusher. If we had a Myles Garrett or T.J. Watt in Baltimore, best defense in the league, because our secondary and the rest of the positions are good enough that if we can just produce a pass rush with 4 or 5, woo, be good. It will be good. Anyway, so the disrespect, I guess my point was, disrespect is coming, or it's getting more than Lamar, right? We know there's a lot of disrespect for Lamar. Now, in the AFC North talk, to be fair to all these guys, to all my co-hosts, is we all rank Lamar number 1 in the division, right? Let me see. We all rank number 1, and almost everybody ranked number 2, Baker. Minus 1 person ranked Joey Burrow number 2, and most people rank. It was fairly consistent for the quarterback position. So Lamar was number 1, unanimous number 1. So, but my point is, you can see a lot of the fan base hating the running back group of the Ravens, the wide receiver group of the Ravens, the quarterback, right? Lamar gets picked on a bunch. I think we're gonna be good in the tight end. They're gonna recognize the Ravens are good in the tight end position, but we'll see. But yeah, man, I think the only way this team will get more respect is obviously if they come ball out and they ball out well on offense. Again, these are offensive rankings. So, and going to the Colts game week 4 at the bank. Ravens, that's the odds, man. I can't. You know what I would like to see, guys? For those of you that have Twitter or IG, when you go to the game, just tag me. I would love to see pictures, videos from the bank. How, me being miles away from it. Just tag me. We'll bring some nostalgia, especially the opener, whatever it is. If you can just, if you take a video on Twitter, or you can put it also on Facebook. Again, you can follow me at szg Sports on Facebook. Just tag me. I would appreciate that a lot. A lot. Okay, so I think we don't have any callers, so I'll say this. In the off season, as we go, I'm probably gonna leave for Mondays just reviewing the rankings and just bringing any other news. Hopefully, the Ravens do sign up another pass rusher. I do think we need it. The whole talk early thing for me was more like just come visit because if anybody gets injured, I would like to just bring you. So just come visit. Just want to see what you're doing. So I think that was what Gurley's call/visit was here. I'm not sure why Houston's not being signed here or any other potential pass rusher because we had nobody, right? Like I understand why he doesn't go to other teams that have already pass rush. Those teams might be just looking if somebody gets injured, maybe gets Houston, but Ravens, come on, man. I think we do need somebody, even for depth, even if it is for depth, right? So, anyway, yes, let's see. Appreciate that. I would love that. Let me get some last couple comments here. Wife and I just got motorhome, and I'm bending her ear about me sitting Arrowhead for Browns versus Chiefs. Oh, man, you should go, Nick. You should go. And to be fair, I think the Browns can upset them. I think the Browns can upset Garnett West. Shout out to him. Haven't seen him in a minute here. Shout out to him. Asana says, man, I can't wait till we give the Raiders a fat L in their opening game at their new stadium. Oh, that will be precious. Again, I'll be half tired. And also, remember, once the season starts, I'll be doing live IGs for the halftime show. But yeah, Mick, I think once I get back to the US, I want to do some traveling around different states, at least one stadium a year, and then go. I know in the AFC North we are planning to do some travels potentially in the future. I'm actually going to the States in October. We might do something, the four of us together, so stay tuned for that. If we do, we might just announce it in case people want to come. It's gonna be in Florida, so if you're in Florida and you want to meet some of the guys in the AFC North talk, we might do something like that so people can just join and we can have a good old time and to get together. Maybe stream the show live from Florida or from a bar or something like that. So anyway, stay tuned for that. Those are things we're trying to grow the channel. We're trying to just do a couple of things. So I've never been to an away game except in Cincy. Yeah, I would say away game is weird, right? Because fans tend to get in their feelings. But if you go with a group of friends or whatever, you should be fine. In Baltimore, we always have fans from the other side, and if the fans are, not talking trash and they're just enjoying their game, celebrating when their team scores a point, Baltimore's a great place to go. Baltimore's a great city. It's a great team. It's a great stadium. So, yeah, well, that might happen there. I went to Pittsburgh for a game in 2012. It was disgusting, surrounded by all the you needed a bath after that, Dancy. You needed a bath. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you can, just give me a thumbs up. Appreciate the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, also hit that bell so when I go live, boom, you get know. And when the season comes, there's gonna be more content. I don't want to force the content. I just want the content to flow. So please hit that bell, and that way you'll be notified when I go live. And yeah, man, tomorrow's gonna be a good one. Go join the AFC North Talk, AFC North Talk, also on Twitter. So you can vote because I feel like the Ravens are not being represented in this poll. The poll for the running back, Ravens came number 3rd. Cleveland just destroyed it, but we came number 3rd behind Cincinnati. So we need to retweet more. We need to figure out how to retweet more. It's coming from the AFC North Talk. I'll always retweet it, so make sure you retweet my retweet or the AFC North Talk. I don't care. We just need to vote more. I want to make sure Mandrews gets the number 1. So anyway, tomorrow's going to be good. Tomorrow we're going to close the offensive rankings. So make sure you're there because I always love my representation with the Ravens. Again, hit that bell if you haven't. Thank you for joining the live stream. Appreciate all you guys. And I'll see you next time. Peace out.